I really wish this had an audiobook. Sorry, the wig is making my nose itch. I really... Okay, we're doing this again because somehow it didn't record. So, anyway, okay, hi, I'm Alyssa, I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. Why am I dressed like this? I'm going through my spooky reads for October. I went and shopped my shelves for some spooky reads, some thrillers, some dark fantasies, some things with magic and paranormal and horror and yada yada yada, so that I could go through the list with y'all and show you the things that I found on my shelves to read in October. I thought it was frugal, I thought it was good. I'm gonna do them all again, so I'm a little bit annoyed. Can you tell? Yes, I'm a little bit annoyed. Sorry. It better be recording. I'm gonna be so mad if it's not. So we're filming on the floor in my book nook because I'm waiting for my washer to be delivered. It is now 11. They said it would come between noon and 4. I really don't want them to show up while I look like this, so let's try to get through this for the second time right now. And we're gonna start with the most obvious book for spooky season, and that is our book club pick for TBR Lowdown, and that is Mexican Gothic, which we are super excited for. It's supposed to be dark and atmospheric, and I know it has mixed reviews, but I'm really curious to see how I feel about it. So if you're not following us over on TBR Lowdown and you'd like to read this with us, come join us. We're going to talk about it. We're a nice group of gals. Hope you enjoy. So next, I'm probably going to go through this extra fast now because it's the second time filming it, but Hachette. The publishers kindly sent me a copy of A Witch in Time, and it sounded really lovely. It follows a couple different timelines. It's obviously about a witch, and it's the perfect October read as a result, in my opinion. So I'm happy to finally get to this book. So this is another definite read for October. I have some definite reads, and then I have some like to reads, and then some just things I found that are interesting. One of my other definite reads is Lovecraft Country. If you're not watching this show on HBO, I really highly recommend it. A few of us are reading this together next month because we want to see how much this is like the show. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna like the show better than this book, but we're really excited to finally read this. One of the other things I'm gonna really try to get through next month is to finally finish A House of Leaves. This book is so weird, and I have some friends that are going to read it with me, and it's so long and it's so dense, and it's like a darker, psychologically creepier version of the Night film, which I absolutely adored. I really wish that I had an audiobook of this because I think that it would be easier for me to get through this if I had it as an audiobook, but alas, it doesn't. But I'm really excited to finally get through this really creepy book. It is honestly the perfect October book, but I just haven't. It's so dense, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna do our best to get through this. I'm gonna definitely read Her Body and Other Stories, which is a collection of short stories about women and their bodies and their lives and the things that we go through, and it's supposed to be like dark and psychologically just, I don't know. It fits for me. For me, spooky season is like spooky books and like magic books and paranormal books, but it's also thrillers, just like dark reads, and like this is definitely a dark, depressive kind of read. It's kind of my jam. Don't ask what that says about me, please. Anyway, I would also really like to get through Asylum, which is by Madeline Rowe. I've heard really good things about this. It's a YA book. It's supposed to be really dark and creepy. I mean, look at that cover. And I got it for like $2 at like Savers. So I mean, like, how could you? And there's like pictures in it too. I mean, what's not to love about this? I'd really love to finally get through Gideon the Ninth. I did not get to this last October, so I'd love to get to this beautiful copy of Gideon the Ninth this October. And I have the next book, Horror the 10th, on ALC from Libro. So if I can get through this, I can listen to the sequel, which would make me really happy. But I don't know. I'm just here for like all the vibes of this, and I really hope that I love the book. I've heard some mixed things, like you're confused a little bit. I don't know, but I'm really excited to finally read this beautiful book. I don't have a lot of books with sprayed edges, and I sought out this copy. The other thing I want to try to get to is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I'm not like the biggest Riley Sager like fan. Like, I'm not fanatic. I guess that's the point. I'm not a fanatical fan. Like, there's a lot of fanatical fans. I just really enjoyed the one that's pink. I don't remember what that one's called. I enjoyed one of his books. I've only read one. It was a good thriller. This premise sounds really good. You know, haunted house, people move out, and someone comes back, and you try to figure it out, like what's real, what's not real. So I like the premise of this book, so I'm really excited to read it. I've definitely heard some really good things about this, and I've also seen some people that I really respect and their opinions on kind of like, it's trash. So we'll see. I like trash. I really would like to get through Hush, which I got as an ARC from Wednesday Books, and it's kind of, there's magic, and I think it's like dystopian fantasy, and I'm here for that. So I really would like to see what this is about because I enjoy that idea. And now we're kind of getting into things. Oh no, this I'm definitely reading because A Golden Fury I'm definitely going to read. This isn't exactly like, it's got like magic and stuff, so that's why it feels good for me for spooky season. And I'm part of the book tour for this with St. Martin's Press and Wednesday Books. So on my birthday, October 17th, I will be posting my review about this. So I will get through this and let you guys know on my birthday how I feel about this beautiful book. I also have, for a nostalgic creepy read, I have a box set of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which I don't remember from childhood. Like, I'm sure, like, I know I've read them. Like, I remember these, but I don't remember the stories. So I'm really excited to go through and read this box set of what I hope will still be really creepy stories, because I think sometimes those children's stories we read when we were kids were creepier than like anything else. Again, let me refer to the one with the girl with a ribbon around her neck, then when she unties it, her head falls off. Think about that too often. Anyway, I would definitely will get through The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina this month, and hopefully I'll get, and then once I get through this, I will get, you know, some of the other editions in this series, the next editions, I guess. This is book 1, and we'll try to get to like all the other editions after this. I don't know how many there are out right now, but like, could this be any more perfect for spooky season? I don't think so. And then some definite, like, I'd like to try is finishing the second book in Discovery of Witches, because Matthew is just everything, and I need vampire sex in my life. It's October, I need vampire sex. It's just, I need it. Oh gosh, the book's fell in. I hate refilming things. I have this collection of short stories that are it's called The Last Dance by Agatha Christie. So they're all Agatha Christie short stories that are kind of like dark and moody and spooky and, you know, supernatural. So this is perfect for spooky season, of course. And then some things I would really, really, really like to try, which might not happen, but we're going to try, is I'd like to finally read Pan's Labyrinth, because I've never read Pan's Labyrinth somehow. I don't know. Don't ask me. I've definitely seen the movie like everybody else, but I have this beautiful copy of Pan's Labyrinth that I would really like to get to. So that's on the, if I have time, I will get to that. I found How to Hang a Witch, which I feel like I've seen mixed reviews on, but I mean, I got it for cheap, so we'll try it. I have A Madness So Discreet, which is by Mindy McGinnis, which I believe is Seanan McGuire. I might be wrong, but I believe it's Seanan McGuire, and she does do really well at creepy and dark, so I mean, I'm here for that. I would like to try to get through the Arcana Chronicles, which my friend Desi on Instagram recommended to me. Well, she recommended it to the world, and I just bought it. But it's like a paranormal romance fantasy, like kind of cheesy, but it's based in the like tarot deck in the Arcana. So, I mean, could this be more October? I don't know, but it just looks like it's going to be like a guilty pleasure read that will make me happy, so I feel like I might need this at some point in the month. I have this Stephen King book that's written by him and his son, Wendy's Button Box, which I know Books and Lala has read and really enjoyed, and what's her name from Reading Rush enjoyed, but like, I tend to hate Stephen King because I think he's actually an overrated writer, and he isn't scary, and he's, I don't know. I just don't like him. I've yet to find anything. But perhaps him writing with his son is more my speed. I don't know. We're going to find out. Maybe, possibly this month. We'll see. But I don't know. I just mostly think that he writes racist and chauvinistic plot lines. And I don't particularly enjoy him. sorry, you can yell at me down below. And then I have two really old books that I found on my shelves. One that I'm embarrassed to admit that I've never actually finished because I've recommended this to so many people and they've actually made a movie out of it. And that is Blindness by Jose Saramago, which I've gotten through most of the story and then gotten distracted with life. And I've definitely had this on my shelf since the early 2000s, but I need to finish this. And perhaps I can find an audiobook of it and just listen to it while I'm driving and finish it, because there's also a second book called Seeing. And it's about time that I finally finish this book that I've recommended to so many people, because I feel like I've recommended it to people before I ever even finished it. Like, that's how much I loved it, but then I got distracted. I don't know. I was young, so it's time to finish this. And then the last one is, I keep looking at this and I've never read it, and I don't know where it even came from, but I've had it for so long on my shelves that like the spine is like dirty, even though I've never read it. And that is In the Woods by Tana French, which I think is her first, or one of her first thrillers, and I do love a good thriller in October, and it's supposed to be very, very good. So perhaps if I have time, I can finally get to this one and knock this off of my shelf, my old TBR shelf. Those are all the books that I'm gonna try to get through next month. I'm sure that there will be some I don't get to. I'm sure there will be new additions, but I thought it was a really good idea to just shop my shelves because I have so many books. It doesn't make sense for me to not shop my shelves. And I know that I have a lot of things that will fit a spooky season, because it's one of my favorite areas of reading is the dark, depressing, paranormal horror, just moody, psychological area of literature is my jam. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have your own book recommendations for spooky season, leave them down below. If you would, if you've read any of these books, just let me know and tell me what you thought about them. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Leave down below vampire smut in the comments so I know that you've made it this far. I'll see you guys next time whenever I film whatever it is I want, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye. Bye.